Have you ever wondered what it would be like to adopt a vegetarian lifestyle? This is something that I wondered for many years before fully taking the plunge to become a vegetarian. I became a vegetarian about 4 years ago. I watched a video in my psychology class about the meat industry and how meat was made, and it completely changed my views. I always knew how meat was made, but somehow seeing it made it more of a reality in my eyes, and that was my last of my encounters with meat. This was not a big lifestyle change for me because my family and I grew up not eating a lot of meat, mainly just chicken and eggs, so it wasn't a hard thing to give up. But for many people, it can be a difficult thing to change, but a very important one. Eating meat has a lot of negative effects on our health and the environment. Today, I will discuss why eating meat is such a problem, what causes eating meat to become such a problem, and the different solutions that we can use to reduce the negative impact that eating meat has on our bodies and our environments. First, I will discuss why eating meat is such a problem. Eating meat is such a problem because it causes harm to our bodies and the environment. Some of the causes include, but are not limited to, high cholesterol, large amounts of carbon dioxide emissions, and increasing amounts of global warming. Some of the ways that we can stop this harmful impact would be to eat more fruits and vegetables and boycott eating meat. It is also important for the meat industry to stop producing so much meat because it's causing such harm to the environment. Now, I will discuss why eating meat is such a problem. Eating meat is a problem for many different reasons, including animal waste, the hazards it has on our health, and the different environmental conditions it creates. First, I will discuss animal waste. Many animals are wasted each year due to the meat industry killing them and them not being consumed. This is such a problem because those animals who died to become a food source are then wasted, which means that their life was wasted, which is a big problem in my eyes. Next, I will discuss the different hazards that eating meat has on our health. According to Medical News Today, becoming a vegetarian reduces risk for heart disease, diabetes, obesity, and cancer. These are all conditions that one can get from eating excessive amounts of meat. Next, I will discuss the different environmental conditions that eating and producing meat causes to the environment. Producing meat is a big deal, and it causes a lot of waste, and this waste then gets dumped into our oceans. That waste, along with other trash in our ocean, create dead zones, which is just waste that floats around in our ocean. This causes a lot of harm to our oceans and the life that lives inside of them. Now, I will play a very brief video about the different ways that producing meat can cause harm to our environment.
It's their problem, it's my problem, it's your problem, it's a planetary problem.
Seeing that and understanding the scale just sets me off. Should we just stop eating meat? Meat, a threat to our planet, on BBC One and iPlayer.
There are many different documentaries you can watch if you want to learn more about the harm that eating meat does to our bodies and our environment. Now, I will discuss what causes these problems and why. When it comes to the problems with our health, this is due to high cholesterol. High cholesterol is caused when people eat excessive amounts of meat, especially red meat. These again can cause diabetes, obesity, different cancers, heart attacks, and strokes. So it is very important to limit and monitor your meat intake if you're going to have any at all. Next, I will discuss the high levels of carbon emissions. Carbon dioxide is emitted into our atmosphere when meat is being produced in meat industries. This is a problem because it causes greenhouse gases, which then causes global warming. And global warming is increasing each year, so it is important that we keep an eye on it and stop in whatever ways that we can. Next, the ocean dead zones. These dead zones are causing a lot of damage to our oceans and the life that lives inside of them. And if people choose to eat the fish inside of the oceans, these fish are then being harmed due to these ocean dead zones. According to Vegetarian Society, a vegetarian diet requires 2 times less land needed to grow food. This is just another reason to become a vegetarian because it helps us not damage our land and it allows us to use space more wisely. Next, I will discuss how we can fix this problem. According to The Guardian, climate change emissions for meat production are 18%, which is higher than cars and planes combined. This should prove just how much of a problem carbon emissions are right now. And this, in turn, will help reduce greenhouse gases and global warming. And it is very important for our environment that we stop global warming so that we can stay living healthier. Next, we need to stop dumping wastes in our ocean, whether that be plastic, bottles and cans, or waste from the food industry. It is very important that we do all that we can to keep our oceans clean. And last, and most importantly, something that you can do, which is eat less meat. If you eat more fruits and vegetables and stop your consumption of meat, then the meat industry will not make as much product, and then more animals will be saved and less harm will go to the environment. In conclusion, eating meat causes a lot of harm to our bodies and the environment. So it is very important that we think about this before consuming meat and adopting a vegetarian lifestyle. This is very important to take away because it allows us to stay healthier and help protect our environment, which we should always keep in mind. Thank you.